Can't believe I fucking did that. Can't believe I fucking did that. So dumb. What's up, gaming nerd? I locked myself out of my house, so I was about to go to work. And now I gotta wait for my partner to come home. Also, this thing fucking smacks hard. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that spaded one. I'm not gonna do that. I'd rather have windows and locks. She works an hour away though, so I gotta sit here for an hour and wait. And I texted my boss and I'm like, I locked myself out. I'm gonna be a little late. He's like, oh, well, you gotta make sure the store opens on time. Tell your coworker. And I'm like, I'll tell him. But I can't just expect someone who lives 30 minutes away to make it there on time in like 15 minutes, right? Or like 20 minutes. So just gotta sit here and wait for my girlfriend to come home. You gotta make sure it opens. How the fuck can I make sure it opens on time, huh? I can tell my coworker to get there earlier. He has the key to open up. He can open the store. I can't just magically make sure he's gonna be there in 15 minutes. This is my fault. I accidentally locked myself out. I don't know why. I wasn't in a rush. I had 30 minutes. My keys were right on the doorknob in front of me. I'm so stupid. I'm fucking dumb. And I got fucking acne right now. It's not terrible, but right there. Yeah. Flag down a neighbor who doesn't know you. Well, what could they do? Are they going to break down your door, Dan? Or do you just to use their phone? Oh my God. I fucking hate this. I feel so helpless. And it's like, I can't walk there. It's too damn far. It's literally down the highway. I'm only 6 minutes away from work by car, but it's like an hour by foot. No, to let me in the building. Do you have you have one of those buildings that has like a key or a code or something? I mean, it's my fault. I locked my damn self out, you know? Mine was elsewhere. I was like, I gotta do this, and then next thing I know, I'm locking the door, and in my brain I'm like, no, stop. And I finished locking it and I was like, fuck. I don't have my keys. Fuck. It is what it is. It fucking happens. This was actually left over from last night. I just relined it. They're trying to charge me for maximum Thor gaming nerd. I'm not sure. The more I see, I like him better than when I saw the initial reveal, but I was just so hoping for a classic Thor. You know, that's the look I like for Thor. That's the look I like for it. No, I'm good. I'm good, Ken. I'm good on that. Hey, a roly-poly. What's a roly-poly? I haven't seen one of those in forever. A pill bug? Roll up. Roll up. Roll up. Do it. He's just playing dead. Hello? He's just playing dead. Do they not roll up anymore? Do they not roll up anymore? What's up with that? He stopped moving. Did I hurt him? I hope I didn't hurt him. I didn't think I'd have to mod before coffee. What are you modding? What are you modding, Dan? Always check your monster cans, because apparently there's been an issue where like energy drinks and shit have had hello JD. Oh, I mean, you could have left it. It's fine. He's just a dumbass. Now if he starts being, you know, offensive. The main thing that we don't stand in here in the chat is like being rude or bullying, you know, or whatever. Those are really the main things. I'm just like, let's just get rid of that right away. But if someone's being dumb, saying whatever, it's fine. It's generally fine. I just ignore it, or acknowledge it with no validation, you know. That's all. God damn, y'all. I'm fucking locked out. We have a big yard though. At the end of that swing is our yard. I gotta get the fence up. God made Adam and no, God didn't make shit. Cause you know what, Nath 19? God is myth. Just so you know. Not real. Not real. And technically, if you want to get technical about it, no, pronouns aren't real. Do you go by I, they, he, him? Those are real. Very meta. I know you're fucking dumb, but pronouns are actually English language, you stupid idiot. And no, there's more than two. There's also intersex people, which is a biological fact, and if you deny that. But as I was saying, so if God took Adam's rib, then technically Eve is a transgender woman, right? Because she was part of a man. So yeah, you said yours. You said pronouns. You're an idiot. Don't talk shit about pronouns unless you don't use pronouns. But yeah, technically Eve is a trans woman because she came out of a dude. So how about that? Go wrap your little tiny brains around that. Hope that helps. I hope that helps you cope with your dumbassery. No, I ain't having trouble comprehending shit. Looks like you're having trouble being seen though. So maybe go seek attention by finding a fork, a really close light socket, sticking that fork inside of it, and seeing what happens. I think that's a good way to get attention. Hopefully someone's around though, because you never know. You could be doing it for no reason. Turkey dump sticks, hello. I didn't delete shit. And you are a poor YouTuber. You're very bad at social interaction and comprehension. So here, I'll help you out, Andrew. There you go. Now you're gone forever. Hope that helps. Well, Gaming Nerd, that's, you know, I don't have a problem with anyone's religion. I don't have a problem with anyone being a Christian, but when you try to use it to validate the opposites of what that religion stands for, that's when I'm going to start picking your arguments apart. Like, you know, if you believe in Jesus, and I've said this multiple times, Jesus was a radical leftist socialist. He wasn't a right-wing MAGA Republican. He wanted everyone to do their best and use their means to help other people. You know what that's called? That's called socialism. When the federal government provides enough for the people, and the people control the means of production and are in control of the finances of the country, because, you know, they're essentially running it with their work, and there's those social nets there. That's what Jesus wanted. He said, let the little children come to me, because he wanted to feed them, he wanted to protect them, he wanted to keep them safe, you know. And I don't think that the Bible is a completely bad book. The Old Testament is absolute scumfuck garbage. There's not a single redeeming thing in the Old Testament. That doesn't even make sense, Damien. You probably are one of those people that takes the Bible literally and literally thinks that the earth is 3,000 years old, and literally, you probably have the mind, a brain this size, and that's okay. You can educate yourself, or you can continue to be a moron and look stupid in front of people when you talk about your religious fervor and how insane you are and how little you actually understand of the real world. That's fine. That's on you. But honestly, you should keep it to yourself. You should keep it to yourself. No, Matt Steiner, I'm not. But you know who is the man? Your mom. You want to know how? Because I blew her last night. Hope this helps. I don't either believe in what you want, but churches in England have a weird, creepy vibe. That they do. Most of them are very old. Most of them are very old and creepy. It's that, what is it called? Victorian. It's that Victorian vibe. You know? But yeah, being locked out of the house, no bueno. No bueno. You need coffee? I need another Monster already. I already drank one. Oh, I'm so stupid, y'all. Locking myself out of my house. Well, I may be stupid, but at least I'm smarter than all those dudes that ran in the chat. I bet those are the type of people that when someone tries to counter their point, they just start screaming. Meanwhile, I would just talk. I'd be like, well, no, here's why you're wrong, sweetheart. Here's why you're dumb as fuck. I don't need to scream to make my point because I'm not retarded. Oh, I used a bad word. I'm sorry. I don't like that word. But they got me. They got me a little upset. But I'm not going to scream about it. Sorry about using that word. Truly apologize. And that's the thing, y'all. Like, I know we most of us grew up in a time where that word was acceptable. So it's in our vernacular. It's a word that maybe not everybody, but that a lot of people used in middle school. Junior high, we used that word and we were like, but what matters is that you acknowledge that it's fucked up. You try your best not to use it, and if you do use it, call yourself out for it. Don't just be like, oh yeah, no, it's fine. Don't use those kinds of words, and I'm fucking dumb for using it. That shows that they got to me in the wrong way, and that I don't like that. Yeah, Dan, like that Hillary Duff commercial, I always will appreciate her for that. Now, no, Hillary Duff has always been a great ally. She's awesome. I love Hillary Duff. How would you feel if someone said that's so Chelsea when they were calling something stupid? Churches in England are very drafty. The architecture is great though. Yeah, it's very pretty, but it's very empty and haunting. Like there's a lot of open space, as you said, like a lot of very high ceilings and stained glass and all that kind of stuff. Just your average Abby, you can say that and you can believe that for yourself. And that's totally fine. But don't push it on other people. It is a nice day out, fortunately. It's not too hot. But it takes about an hour for my partner to drive home. She works an hour and 15 minutes away. So hopefully by, I don't know, 9:30, I'll be able to get to work. Ain't nobody answering your question. Kingsley, that's an interesting question. The only kind of collabs I really do are like live streams. I don't really like do collaborative content, as it were, just because I have no idea how to approach that. But I do interviews and on live streams and interview people. Very, very few and far between. But you can message me on Instagram and maybe we can work something out. It's rowdy__Riles on Instagram. And Dan, to answer your question in the Discord, there's always trolls. It's just when I'm on this vertical stream, the phone stream, there's a lot more because the feed is just populating when people are scrolling through YouTube. And rather than scroll past, like, simple single-celled organisms on the internet do, they like to come in and talk shit. And it doesn't matter who's streaming, what they're talking about. They just like to come in and troll people. And when they get like a super angry reaction, someone yelling and screaming or whatever, being really pissed about it, that's what they like, and that's when they stick around. But if you just call them dumb, delete their messages, they go away. And they're not real people. They're NPCs. So, you hear that, trolls? You're all NPCs, every single one of you. You're not a real person. Just like Charlie Kirk's not a real person. Or Lindsey Graham. He's not a real person anymore either. And to that matter, Mitch McConnell. Also not real. So trolls, you're in that boat. You're in the fantasy character boat. God damn it, how long do I have to sit here? How long do I have to sit here? Oh, the roly-poly's... Oh, he's alive. He's alive. Roll up in a ball. Do it. Why? There. Wow. I wasn't trying to knock him over. Why doesn't he roll in a ball? Did that like evolve out of them? Come on. Do it. Do it. Here's a 1-2. Nah, yeah, Mitch is not around. He's now Robo Mitch. I turned myself into a robot, Morty. They hooked me up to a machine, Morty. Spider-Man at the end of the month? Oh, hell yeah. I'm super hyped for Spider-Man. I'm so hyped for Spider-Man, you don't even know. You don't even know. Let's see if that worked out. Whatever. Not really, but it's fine. I got a lot of hair. I like that new trailer where Spidey was like, You're just trying to get out of fighting the Hulk. And Frank's like, probably. That seems about right. And that's funny. I'm glad we get to see a lighter Frank. But it's still going to be the same, Frank. Obviously, he's still going to be trying to kill people, and Spidey's going to have to stop him during the movie. And it'll be for comedy, right? Like, Spider-Man's just fighting some dudes, and then Frank is over here trying to blow him away, and Spidey's got to stop every single... I don't like the way my hair looks. He's got to stop every single one of them. Ew, that's gross, Mr. Fox. Maybe you should brush your teeth before you go to bed. I haven't seen Supergirl either. And I don't think it's bad. I think that a lot of people are expecting like hot female Superman. And that's not what the modern Supergirl character is. Nobody cares I rap 21. Maybe go walk off of a 10-story building and see if you have to listen to people screaming or something. I don't know. If you want that sensory experience. Nobody gives a fuck. How about that? What was I saying? I don't remember. I forgot what I was saying. Spider-Man will be good, though. I think Spider-Man will be really good. Damn, what was I saying? Oh yeah, Supergirl. That's what I was talking about. Well, the hate is a bunch of incels, like the people that come into live streams and try to troll people. Incels. You know, those guys that'll never get laid and never gotten laid, and because of their behavior and odor will continue to never get laid for their whole life. Those guys, they went in and had this preconceived notion, and like calling Millie Alcock ugly is like insane work. Like, is she like the conventional Hollywood? No, but she's still gorgeous. Like she's gorgeous. She's funny. She was great in Game of Thrones. She's a great actress. She's portraying a trauma-ridden character who watched her planet blow up. You know, like, what's up, the ZG85? Good to see you. And like I said, I think that a lot of these incels went into this movie wanting it to be hot female Superman. And we have hot male Superman. We don't need hot female Superman. We need two different characters, you know? Yeah, she's gorgeous, gaming nerd. She's pretty. She's not, you know, she's not even conventionally unattractive. Like, she is conventionally attractive. I don't know what I was saying earlier. She's just she's a towhead. She's got really light blonde hair. You know, that's what that's called. They call it a towhead, at least back in the day. Oh. Croatia. Wow. See, I never know what to do with my hair. I have so much of it. It just, I don't know. I took a shower last night, so my hair's kind of dry, but I know what I can do. I know what I can do. Direction and just calling everything woke. Yeah, that's what they like to do. They scream woke. They scream woke, woke, woke. And in reality, they don't even know what that word means, and it's just a buzzword for stupid people. There, I got my hair oil. Oh, I can't believe I gotta sit outside and wait. And like, I'm sorry, boss, but the store is not gonna get open on time when I've locked myself out of my house and my employee lives 30 minutes away and I have 15 to 20 minutes to message them, and then they gotta get ready. Like, that's just not how it works. I believe in go woke, go broke, but now it's just people following the herd, calling everything woke. And here's the thing about the term go woke, go broke, right? Like, it's such a silly term because most of the things that these people are talking about were like the precursor for woke. Like, people mad that a non-binary character is an X-Men 97 morph, who, yes, by definition, shapeshifters would be non-binary because they can shift to whatever gender they want. Or people being like, oh, the lead character of Star Wars is a female now. It's girl power. It's woke. Okay, so those things were always woke. Star Wars was a metaphor and an introspection about Vietnam. And the rebels were the Viet Cong. They weren't the U.S. soldiers invading Vietnam. X-Men was written in a time when Black people and other minorities did not have basic civil rights. And they were still fighting for them. So X-Men was an allegory for minorities. So these things have always been woke. It's just, like you said, dumb people being sheep and going around a word that they don't understand because that's what Fox News told them to say or said is the problem with everything. When in fact, their ignorance and stupidity about reality is the reason we're all in this mess to begin with. By the way, I think it's really fucking funny that the company that Trump paid $14 million when it should have been about $3 million, which is still ridiculous. The actual cost to renovate the reflecting pool was about $3.1 million, right? This company called Greenwater, the CEO is friends with Trump. Greenwater, ironically, because what was in the fucking reflecting pool? A bunch of fucking algae. Fuck you, Ronnie. Call me old. I swear, I'm gonna ban you. I'm gonna fucking ban you. Greenwater. So they just drained the reflecting pool because obviously it was done shoddily. For $14 million, it should be like perfectly restored. It should be fixed. Yeah, the nose ring theory is that any woman with a nose ring is smarter than you, Santi. So I know, I understand. It must suck, but you can educate yourself. So Greenwater LLC made the American flag blue reflecting pool algae green. Someone cut it. No, you paid a shitty company to do a shitty job so they could embezzle about $10 million. You drained the pool because you fucked it up, and now you're like, oh, we're gonna go with the same company, Greenwater. It'll be perfect. It'll be perfect. Yeah, nose ring theory is stupid. Which one? From where you go broke is when media focus on just that. The movie is just bad and use diversity shield from criticism, but movies can be great. Yeah, no, I get it. I do. Like, people are like, oh, that movie has a female lead, I'm not gonna go see it. Like, They Will Kill You is a fantastic movie starring Zazie Beetz, and if someone missed out on that, or like Ready or Not, because it was led by a female, they're just dumb because they're missing out on good content, you know? Yeah, nose ring theory is fucking dumb as shit, Dan. They're like, oh yeah. No, the nose ring theory is that men get pissed about it because it lets them know that a woman is over 18, because you have to be 18 to get body piercings. So they're like, oh, darn it, missed another one. You know, they get upset about that, obviously. Did you see Just for Men? No, but I did see that he bought a bunch of subscribers again. He went back up to 11.8 from 11K in what, 2-3 weeks? So I know he bought a bunch of subscribers again. Alien is Alien is perfect. They Will Kill You was so good, it was. Not Ghostbusters. Yeah, no, the female-led Ghostbusters reboot was terrible, and it was just a bad movie. Like, it was straight up just a bad movie. It didn't matter who was in it. Whoever wrote that script did a fucking terrible job. The movie ended in a dance-off? Okay, all right. And it was also getting like good critical reviews, so that you know that it was like paid. Like, they paid for those reviews. They're like, yeah, no, go see the new Ghostbusters. Only because a mega company put a bunch of money into it. Wait, so that's what I'm saying, Dan. And all these guys that get pissed about nose rings and whatever piercings are on a woman's face or tattoos, they're upset because that lets them know that she's over 18. The reboot Ghostbusters felt like an SNL skit. Indeed it did. And that's because it had, what, two regular, was it 2 or 3, like, regular SNL cast leads, and then it had Melissa McCarthy, who obviously is, you know, a guest on SNL a lot of times. I think she's one of those people that's hosted like 6 times. So yeah, it just felt like a giant long SNL skit for Ghostbusters, which, you know, some people like that. And you have great comedians and the director did Bridesmaids, you think that it's the perfect comp. I mean, yeah, Bridesmaids is great. She, when they do the fucking dress. Did y'all hear my phone? Did y'all hear my phone call? Bridesmaids is great. Because, you know, they're doing, like I said, they're doing the dress sizing. And then she's like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And she just fucking shits herself in the middle of the street in the wedding dress. That shit is so funny. It's gross, but it's hilarious. And it's also got that cute romance with the Irish guy. the Irish guy. I don't remember his name, but, you know, he's got that cute accent. And they got, why can't I think of her name? Why can't I think of her name? You know, she was in Wonder Woman 1984. Kristen Wiig, duh. Kristen Wiig and the Irish guy. That's a cute, I think that's a cute little romance. Bridesmaids is a good movie. It's one of those movies I've watched like 7 or 8 times. Patrick McPatrick. I don't know if that's his name, Ronnie. If it is, that's fucking hilarious. Patrick McPatrick. Top of the morning to ya. Yo, I just smelled like straight up decay or something, like a dead animal. What the fuck is that? Oof. That's metal as fuck, but damn, I don't want to smell that. Ronnie? Chris O'Dowd. Okay, that's probably his real name, not Phil McGroin. I am She-Hulk. You see? Patches O'Houlihan. Sneakers O'Toole. I am Sneakers O'Toole. Family Guy reference. Yo, tell me why they haven't made a Family Guy movie yet. Like a straight up go to theaters movie. The Simpsons did it. Family Guy needs to do that shit. Like a big epic giant chicken fight. I know the chicken is dead, but you can always bring the chicken back for another chicken fight. So I think we need a Family Guy movie. Shirt rip. I'm not gonna rip my shirt. It depends on the kind of joke, Broadster, the Roadster. We're trying to keep it copacetic in here. We're trying to be chill. I got about 20 minutes before my partner gets here so I can get in the house and then go to work, which is pretty good. About 30 minutes late. It's not too bad, hopefully. Simpsons did it twice. Were there two Simpsons movies? How do you make a plumber sad? I don't know. How do you make a plumber sad? Enlighten me. TV movies don't count. TV movies don't count. Like the Futurama TV movies don't count either. It's got to be a theatrical movie. Yo, this roly-poly is like my bud. He's just sitting here with me. He's still chilling. Maybe I should push him off the concrete into the grass. I know what that's gonna say. Will oil be fucked? I'll be fucked. Will oil be fucked? I can't say it, but I do have a good Irish accent. I do have a scar. That is a scar right here. I quote Bridesmaids an unhealthy amount. They're making another Simpsons film. It's not yet made. Why though? Where did they go from the first one? I was elected to lead, not to read. Excuse me. I didn't know they were making another Simpsons movie. That's interesting. But I ask again, why? So if you want to know why I have the scar, I can tell y'all. It's not something I talk about much because not everyone points it out or asks about it. But so when I was a baby, I had a birthmark right here, like a brown birthmark. Not like a mole, a raised mole or anything. Just like like one you'd have on your arm, but it was really big, and they were worried it would be cancerous. They did a biopsy, and they're like, yeah, we don't know, it's inconclusive, but we should probably just take it off. So when I was like 4 or 5, I had the first surgery, And then I had like maybe like 4 or 5 more revision surgeries up until I was like 11 or 12, maybe somewhere around there. And that's why my nose is crooked, because they pulled skin from like here down and stretched it. And that's why my nose is like crooked, but it's actually just because there's way less skin and stuff on this side. They made a Bob's Burgers movie. I like Bob's Burgers movie. That shit was fun. I forgot about that. And I really think it's more about Seth MacFarlane not having the time to do it. Not that he does much on Family Guy anymore, except the voices. Like, he doesn't write or anything on Family Guy anymore. Yeah, I'm glad he didn't finish it then, Ronnie. I'm glad he just kind of lost interest and disappeared. Holy shit, what the fuck? Alright, there's a bunch of ants over here. I hope they weren't in my monster. They weren't. Look at that. You see all those ants? Blow them away. Get out of here, ants. There's nothing for you. Stay away from my roly-poly. Well, thanks. I appreciate it. The G85. Trying to sleep, but I just had a monster coffee. Well, I just had 2 monsters. Now my heart hurts. Just kidding. Still prefer old Family Guy and old Simpsons over the current ones. American Dad felt like if that stayed the same. Yeah, American Dad has been pretty consistent. I feel like American Dad is the better of Family Guy and American Dad. I feel like it's got its own thing. It's not relying on gags and cutaways. It's relying on its storytelling, which, you know, it's still jokey and funny. But yeah, it's a little different. Yeah. Why is there trash all over my fucking yard? This is not my trash. I don't have little fucking snack bags. I mean, technically this whole part of the yard is mine too. I may as well just pick this up. I don't know whose trash it is. I don't want it in my fucking yard. What's up, Rashad? Just waiting on my partner to come and unlock the fucking house. Poor thing, she had to leave work super early. She got there at 5. Yeah, like, I don't know why someone else's fucking trash is all up in my yard, but I'm not about it. I am gonna start being a Karen and telling people to pick their fucking trash up. I live in Virginia. My whole yard. I'm gonna get a gate. I'm gonna put it right here. And I'm gonna get another gate. I'm gonna put it right here. So that nobody can fucking get into my yard. Actually, I'll probably just end up cutting this. Cut this off and get like a T or like, you know, a J. And bring it out. And I guess my property ends right there. Yeah. That's my property. No. Is that one mine? No, that one's not mine. So right here. And what is that? That's fucking glass. That's broken. Get that shit out of my yard. Get that shit out of my yard. You like Virginia? Virginia's pretty cool. It's got a lot of really, really great sights. Yeah, I am locked out, Roughshot. I am definitely locked out. It's been about almost an hour now, but fortunately my girlfriend's almost here. Dan, nipples, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Let me see where my girlfriend's at. Virginia reminds you of Europe. It was one of the, whoa. It was like the founding colony, so it's probably the most Europe-esque just because it was the first. Number 1, Virginia. VA. 757, baby. Nippers like teeth. What? We got ants like, oh, okay, that's that conversation. I was like, what is happening? We got an inch long. I mean, you're in Australia, Ronnie. You got those fucking dangerous ass fucking creatures in your house. You got those dangerous fucking creatures. Not in your house, but as soon as you step outside the door. It's fucking hot now. It wasn't too hot. I kind of blew all those ants away. All right, roly-poly, I don't want to step on you. I almost dropped my phone. I'm by West Virginia and not a huge fan. I'm very close to West Virginia. I'm about 20 minutes away from West Virginia. Charlestown is pretty close. Yeah, Charlestown is the closest town in West Virginia to me, and they've got a fucking casino there, which is hilarious. Looking for a new job because it's bullshit. Like, yes, it's dumb that I locked myself out. It's an accident, but you can't expect the store to be open on time when I literally just said I'm gonna be late, and I texted my employee and he's gonna be on the way. Like, there's a Virginia, West Virginia. They are not the same. Yeah, no, they're two different states. West Virginia is the much inferior state. Virginia is obviously the more superior state, mostly because there's a lot less inbreeding, and we actually have an economy, and we're not a poor ass red state where we vote against our best interests and have to rely on other states to pay for all our stuff, almost like we're socialists. Essentially, poor MAGA people are socialists because they ride off of the back of states like California, Maryland, Virginia, etc., etc. They get all their money from them. So they're socialists. You know, they're getting their Medicaid, their food stamps, all that stuff, which is fine. I have no problem with it. Just stop voting that other people shouldn't get it in states that actually pay for your stuff, you know? That's just how I feel. I don't know who you're calling big guy, but you should probably back that shit up and turn around and just walk out the fucking door. Dumb motherfucker. West Virginia is best known for Fallout 76. No, it's best known for the Mothman. It's best known for the Mothman. That is West Virginia's claim to fame. All right, y'all, I'm going to hop off here now because my girlfriend should be here soon, and then I essentially just got to bolt to work. So, I will catch y'all on the flippy floppy. I'm stupid. Don't lock yourself out of the house. Best known for John Denver. I mean, that's